Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. We are live once again. We got Quickdraw McGraw, LBDProphecy, Vince, and Andrew.
Can you shut that door?
I guess.
And Kurt currently right now working on his cave. So, hello everybody, welcome back. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hey, Lainey, welcome. So I just want to get right to the meat of things because I thought this was interesting. Has anyone seen the recent announcement from Pop in a Box?
Yes, sir.
No. Nope. No,
okay, so Pop in a Box basically left a
Why don't
very...
you just pull it up?
Okay, well, no, I was just going to say they left a very innocuous...
what a horrible picture to choose, too.
Pardon?
What a horrible picture they chose.
Yeah. Well, the picture above is just their first post, and then the next one. So my honest opinion out of it is that they're probably going to come back. But I think they're going to do what a lot of companies are starting to do now, and it's basically going to be no pre-orders. Just again, I'm making assumptions here, talking out my ass. But basically, they're probably going to make no pre-orders. Just maybe one or two exclusives if we're lucky. But everything's going to be what's ever in stock at the time.
Yep.
Well, I guess he was telling us he's a Somalian pirate from the gate.
Maybe.
Oh, so he's the one that stole those pops that are missing from those cargo containers.
Maybe.
I'd be really impressed.
That's why that makes close shop for a minute.
That makes no sense.
At least it's not got the big boys like Big Apple. Big Apple. What else? Pop Cure, Kraken, Sita or whatever the hell they were called. CITI. Crap.
Yeah,
man.
I remember that one.
They dealt in a lot of overseas exclusives, like the Asian exclusives. They were usually your go-to for getting them. But a lot of places now looks like they're not doing a lot of pre-orders. Like for instance, good example, GameStop right now here in Canada, Demon Slayer. I'm nothing against smaller companies, but I would rather get my commons from places like Amazon and GameStop, just because the markup that the smaller companies charge, even though people say support local. Hey, Umpty, thank you for coming out. Even though people say support local is not economically viable for me.
Yeah, I can't afford local.
Yeah.
Here's my thing about local. Yes, support local. But you support local when they get crap that isn't everywhere else.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. That's honestly, that should be their main focus, because that's what they're there for.
Well, I don't really ever go to GameStop.
We're talking about local.
Oh yeah,
local people are a little bit more flashy.
I don't support local people.
You literally told me about the guy where you go pick up some of your stuff, like some of the exclusive stuff or whatever. Where
yeah, that's not popular. We can't talk about that here.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm reading Umpty's thing. It's like, did you see the new 2 Jars 1 Perez Guru website? I don't think we're gonna click on that.
No, nope.
Certain thing in the back of my head's going no.
Is that anything like 2 Girls 1 Cup?
No.
Oh, quick!
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
You said you don't want to click on it.
I like Vince. He pulled his
One
phone
man.
out. And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm.
Make sure I erase that from my browser.
I like Vince. He can dump his mind quicker than he can dump his browser."
He made
Exactly.
it.
No, I'm. Is that why you just got that mustache now because of that picture?
No, I just had to shave because I didn't want to be uncomfortable at the damn hospital because I had my beard was just like my beard was insane. Now, first of all, anybody out of everybody here, you are the last person who needs to make.
Yeah, but I don't have the
anything about a
handlebars. I don't have the handlebars like I'm from the
Listen here,
80s.
buddy. You are synonymous for your mustache at this point, okay? Put it
Mustache.
to you this way. There is literally we have an easy description for a blind person to know exactly what you look like. That's not how
Yeah,
not
Freddie
an easy
Mercury.
Could you imagine Andrew's like getting at Los Angeles Airport? Vince supposed to pick him up, and Vince forgot, so he's giving a description of Vince. Wembley Stadium,
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
Nobody would pick me. Yeah,
Oh
no.
my gosh. That's
You'd be
funny.
screwed, Andrew.
That'd be all right.
Hey, Laura, no
I'll get
worries.
it.
And I would
Coming
just be
out.
standing there quiet while he looks for me. I'll hold
Well, I'm
the
going to
sign
stand
with
there
his name on
quiet
it.
too. With a
I'll hold
sign
the
that
sign
says
and
looking
bail.
for Vince.
No. Hold a sign in Braille that you just wrote with like black marker.
Or you
I'll
can
start.
tell you know.
That's so
Oh,
rude.
well. You
Hey,
know what?
has
I kind of
anybody-
hope that Pop.
Has
Sorry, go ahead.
anybody heard about any release date on the Mihawk Pop?
No.
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 I don't
Well,
I
even
guess
know
I
I
found
don't know
out
what that
something
is
cool.
first.
yeah, exactly.
It's not an earth-shaking pop release, but I found out Squirrel Girl is going to get released here in Canada.
Oh, we're all excited.
Hey, the greatest Marvel hero ever.
Ain't there already a Squirrel Girl?
Well, there was the Marvel Collector
Yeah.
Core Squirrel Girl, which was just the regular pop by itself. This is the one with the comic back.
Hey, when did
I thought we got a
some of these
big one.
pops get so expensive? I was looking at the prices for some of these on the drop.
Yeah.
I feel like when were 6 inches
Okay.
$44?
Okay, just to give you an idea. So, if it's just a regular pop within whatever its dimensions are, right? You know, like the larger pops, the smaller pops, keychains, stuff like that.
Mhm.
They're their respected price. But as soon as you slap on a sticker, add an extra 20. You are literally, whether it says Target, Special Edition, LBD, Uncle's Funhouse, does not matter. It's an extra $20.
Oh,
I'm just saying I don't remember 6 inches being $45 and 2-packs being $50.
Well, inflation, buddy. You know.
I just explained to you.
In Hollywood.
Slap a sticker on a pop and it goes up. What's the difference between a shared pop and a con pop?
$3.
Really?
Oh no, I thought you meant like a regular pop and an exclusive pop.
Hey, Christina. No. I'm
Christina.
talking shared pop and a con pop. Literally the sticker. And it's and especially if
It
it's
depends.
yeah. Well, also if it's an anime pop, it's not like an extra $20 or $30. It's like an extra $100.
Wait,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about retail, bro.
Yeah. But retail follows the same rules in the sense that if you slap a sticker on a pop, it raises the price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
remember.
but they don't care. They don't care if it's anime or what it is. The same price as the size.
Yeah.
They're not going to charge you more
But
for
my
an
point that I'm
anime
getting
pop.
is that as soon as they slap the special edition sticker on something, it's like an extra $20 to $30 depending on the pop.
And let's not even talk about it when it's like a Target con or like
That's what I'm talking about. Target con.
Well, yeah, that's technically their con. That's their event. That's their. It's not just a regular. See, you're talking about slapping stickers on things. You slap a Target sticker, cool. That's an exclusive. You slap a Target con sticker. It's not just a Target pop. It's a Target con pop, so it's more expensive.
Mhm.
Basically, is what you're getting at. Yeah, But
Hey,
that's how it works.
hey, it was such a great event this year. I love the
Yeah.
panels they had.
I went to one Target Con ever, and there was like that's when the Glow Hot Cheeto one, I think that's the last one I
Yeah.
went to.
Do you
People-
remember the one where they had the Darth Vader, like the glow in the dark Vader and the Michael Jordan at Target Con?
Hmm.
It's like 5 years ago.
I wasn't collecting
Yep.
5 years ago.
Okay, well,
Was that?
anyways, I went to Buffalo with 2 other friends, and we were first in line. And I can tell you this much: being first in line and not being from the States, I don't speak Spanish, but there were a lot of people staring and saying things that I didn't understand.
Okay, so if Target Con happens around this time, usually every year,
Yep.
I would say I didn't start collecting until a few months later because 5 years ago is what 2019, right? I didn't start collecting
Yeah.
until like later that year.
July.
Yeah, June, July, and then I didn't even
July.
get the damn pop till like a month or two later. So
Yeah. No, I just remember going over and these people came out of a van. It was like obviously it was a family, and they were like, "Are you guys here for Target Con?" Yes. Oh, and then one friend says, "Oh yeah, we're from Hamilton." They're like, "Hamilton," and they're trying to think of Hamilton like somewhere within the state side of things, and they're like, "Where's that?" Oh, Ontario. Oh, you're Canadian? Yes. And all of a sudden they stopped talking to us.
I wouldn't
Don't
know
blame
like
them.
Jack Squad. They don't
Checks
even know
out.
where the hell I come from, bro.
Hey, again, I didn't volunteer.
No, I know, but you make that comment. But over here, I get people all the way from my hometown, and that's like 45 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
And people come to my target. Like I have 2 targets in like in my vicinity, like really close. Like 7. One is like 7 miles, and the other one's like maybe 8 or 9 miles away. Like they're both close by, and I see people come all the way down here from Jersey City, and there's a whole other target like 15 miles away from here.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild to think, but I just remember going to this Target Con, them talking to us, my friend volunteering that information, and then all of a sudden they stopped talking to us, and then they turn their backs to us, and every so often someone would look over their shoulder or look around the other person and look at us. And I was like, okay. And I said really jokingly, I said, Are we gonna get like beaten or something? And she's like, No, I don't think they're happy that we're first in line and we're not from here. I said, Oh, well, that's a new one. Okay.
Should have showed up earlier.
Oh well.
Well, I told you guys backstage last week. So going across the border, we get to the crossing across the Peace Bridge here in Niagara Falls, and the border guard goes, "So, what's the purpose of visit? We're here to shop. This early in the morning? Yes, we're buying Funko Pops. What's a Funko Pop?" And of course, nobody's got one in the car, right? So we're trying to explain this relatively new thing to this guard, and he's like, "So you got up at 5 in the morning, drove here to cross at 6 in the morning for a store that's going to open up at like 9 or 10, I forget what time, to buy these things." Yes. And then you're going to go back home. Yes.
Yeah.
And he stops for a second. And we're thinking, "Oh God, he's gonna have us get out of the car." And he's like, "Okay, you can go." But it was like just this
Wow.
question on question on question on question where it sounded like he was gonna go, "This sounds way too made up."
But
Right.
you gotta think about it. In that time, like people were doing like going for these drops, but it wasn't as commonly known. It wasn't.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't like you tell that to a border patrol guy now, and he probably knows what the hell you're talking about.
You
Or has
mean
a few
you
in
mean
the
you
south.
used to be able to get the pops?
No, actually, believe it or not,
No,
back then it was much harder to get stuff. Way harder.
You'd get outside the store and there'd be line around the corner to get stuff.
Yeah.
It was way harder.
We had people literally driving from Toronto, which is about an hour and a half from here, to buy stuff here in Hamilton, thinking that they would have a better chance because the lineups wouldn't be as bad, which was not even close to being the case.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting what they want.
Yeah.
No. I remember the first time I saw somebody run past me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
He's like, unfair advantage, unfair advantage.
No, at that time I could still fucking run. Honestly, if I really cared that much, I probably would have fucking dropped his ass.
Okay, LB,
that's
that's
two.
two.
Strike 3, you're out.
God.
You gotta put $1 in the
You know,
swear jar.
if I started a swear jar, I could buy Quickdraw a new computer.
Or
That's not really a
Firehouse.
bad- No, wait, that's not really a bad word. Whatever.
We're not going to get into the dichotomy of where profanity comes from, what's considered bad. Okay,
Mhm.
we're going to go by what YouTube has and what demonetization is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All in favor of starting a swear jar? $50 a word. Hey, quick, what kind of computer do you want? Nice one.
$50
How
a
about a
word.
laptop?
Holy crap!
Well, between these two, we can get you. I'm just working on a timeline here. I figure if we do it this way, by what this time, 2 months from now, we can get you a nice
When your
computer.
feet can touch the ground,
Huh?
let me know. When your feet can touch the ground, let's have a swear jar conversation, okay?
See, if you know French, you're good. Tabernacle.
Mitch is driving home from work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, if there's snow on the ground, he should be home in about 2 to 3 hours, give or take.
Mm.
But yeah, back in the day, it was really hard, and people complain about the Funko shop buying stuff, man. That stuff was gone quick, like just
Yep.
gone, and the resellers were
Second.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
because it was all the grades, man.
Mind you, it was a golden age in the sense that I could call up a Hot Topic, because I was still working at Pizza Pizza at the time. I could call up a Hot Topic and say, "Hi, I know I can't get you to hold a chase for me, but can you hold this exclusive for me?" And they would. And after work, I'd go down and pick it up. And in fact, the first 3 years I was collecting that they did that, every Christmas, I would ask to speak to the manager, and I'd say, "Hey, it's Sean from Sean," and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Sean, how's it going? How many people do you have in today?" "Well, we have a morning crew of 3, and we have an evening crew of 4. "Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over 2 party pizzas, half and half, cheese and pepperoni. You cool?"
Mhm.
Yeah. And that was my way of saying thank you for them doing me a solid.
Bribery.
Yeah, and so I would do that. I have the
Did
morning.
they
I'd have
ever
the
hold
morning crew.
Did they ever hold a chase for you after that?
God no.
Here's
No.
Here's a question.
Yeah?
How many of those pops do you still have?
Almost all of them.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
There's only a few. The ones that I've sold over the past 2 to 3 years that I sold were either ones that I bought when they had the buy 3 get 1, which at the time I was like okay, and I just randomly grabbed one because it wasn't one I wanted, or
Mhm.
mystery boxes, because back in the golden day of YouTube, hi, let's do a mystery box. Let's grab something that I have no interest in, opening it up and pretend to be happy about it, and inside I'm slowly dying.
You know, I never did that. I've never bought a mystery
Oh.
box ever.
You see what Mitch wrote?
I've bought
Yeah.
I've bought one from Clara, and I think I've bought the ones we've done on the show. From
I didn't buy that one either.
Dead Zone.
I've bought a few, and I will say this much. Just
Trash.
not naming names or anything, I would say 60% of them were the other 30% were mid-tier stuff that I wasn't interested in, but stuff that at least had value, that I could get my money back in the box. And maybe 10% of them had something that I kind of wanted in the back of my head, but didn't really plan on ever getting.
But
I've never hit. Pardon?
a grail. You never hit the grail.
Oh God, no, never.
Oh.
Believe it or not, and this isn't kissing ass, I think the best mystery box I ever got was actually through Tristan, because I got the reverse flash, which was one I wanted. So, and that.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned mystery boxes, because obviously my collection has changed over the years. Like Funko isn't the first thing I ever collected. I've been a collector for a long time, but obviously I deep dove into Funko for at least a good few years, and watching all the mystery boxes, I was like, yeah, this is going to get old real quick. Like it took some time, but
Oh, yeah.
you could tell like some people were dying inside because this is all they can do, and then people lost interest. But oddly enough, So I've mentioned this before. There are resin figures that come out for anime and movies and a bunch of stuff that are unlicensed, that are very like big in the collecting community, and obviously not this specific community, but there's a company who just started doing different tier mystery boxes, and that's the first time I've ever seen that when it comes to that scale. 'Cause, like, we're talking like from bust to about that big to like 1/4, 1/3 scale type stuff. It's insane. Mystery
That's
boxes.
uh Tristan, which is Top Pop, he does mystery bags and mystery boxes usually at the Niagara Falls Comic-Con. That happens in June. It's the only time he'll actually have a booth selling stuff. That's where I was able to get my Snake Plissken at a really good price. Which was funny because I was looking at the year before, but that's where I bought two mystery bags from him, and one of them had the reverse flash in it. So
Nice.
but
Speaking of
that's
the flash, I'm missing a reverse flash on here. I got the flash and Godspeed, and
yeah, but that's like I
Killer
said,
Frost.
that's the only time that I've actually gotten something that, because it was a Funko Shop exclusive, but at the same time, you know, shipping stuff over here is getting a little outrageous, so I didn't pick it up, and I thought maybe one day I'll pick it up when I see it. It just happened to be that I got it in a mystery box. I'm not saying that all companies that do mystery boxes are bad, but you know, on the other side of the coin, there were a few mystery box people that did poison the waters, and certain YouTubers would mention something like, for instance, you know, hey, I really want this. I don't know. We'll just pick a random pop. I want this XYZ anime figure, and all of a sudden it would show up in their hands in a mystery box, and then people would get excited for it.
Well, people who
Fans.
didn't know no better got excited. People who knew something smelled really really bad knew better.
Yeah, but there's still the
Fans
ones that
for
don't,
fights.
man. You know, think of how many people jumped on. I'm not mentioning names. Anybody who knows the community well enough will know about it. But think about how many people here in this group jumped on that. I know I did.
On what?
Certain company was giving certain YouTubers their grails
At
for
the
positive.
collectibles?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we'll go with that. No. Chrono Pops. Remember theirs? Every
Chrono
mystery
and
box comes included with one of their exclusives they couldn't sell.
Witchy
Oh,
poo.
remember also, and also the biting guy.
Fans for bites. Yeah.
Oh god.
Hey, he's got his logo. I got your back.
You mean slogan, not logo. He said
From what I hear, it's
Slogan,
pretty
yes.
numb. Nom.
Nom nom. Nom.
Oh God.
No nom nom.
Oh God. You know, I will say one thing about this community. When stuff goes south, it goes south real interesting. It's never just, oh, you got a flat tire. No. All his tires are flattened. But that's what I'm getting at.
I had completely forgot about that, and I just brought it back.
Oh.
There's a whole
Anybody's
episode
wondering what
on
we're
it.
talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, nobody here knows what we're talking about, or probably already does off the bat, real quick, because that was a shout heard around the world.
Yeah.
It was actually the first.
Literally.
You know what's funny though? That is the first time where something like that has happened in this community that I knew within under 24 hours and didn't find out a week later. In fact, I knew it before some of you did, which is unheard of.
I may have taken that night and spread it like herpes. I'm just saying.
All I know is, like, I told LBD and it was like, really? Yeah. He's like, no, seriously, dude, here. And I said to the link, and he's watching, and he's like, oh my God. He's saying the exact same things I said to Mitch when I saw it. I was like,
It was bad.
oh.
Then I found somebody with Peacock to watch it, or Paramount to watch it.
I never watched the whole episode, but I heard it. I heard it was interesting.
No, it's good. It's good.
It was a real
We'll just
backbiter.
leave
I
it
mean,
there.
nail biter. Hey,
You
I
marry
have
me?
this. Well, Andrew sent me the link. I didn't even watch it because I was like, he's sending me stuff. Why would I watch this stuff?
Yeah.
Umpty,
Umpty said
go
he
ahead
wa-
and watch it, but make sure you don't watch it in a public place because you will start giggling like a fool there with you.
Umpty says he won't watch anything that Drew hasn't seen.
Oh, it's so
I'm so
good.
glad I didn't watch it like on a bus or something, man, because I would have had to get off the bus.
I'd be they'd ask me what's wrong because I'd be on the floor crying, laughing, going,
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Oh, hi, Mom.
But back onto mystery boxes too. The other thing I wanted to point out too was guys like Gen Pops who took everyone for a ride. I think that's probably
Mhm.
those two were the ones that poisoned mystery boxes for a lot of people. Because if you don't if you
Yeah.
don't know the person making the mystery box on a personal level, you're kind of taking hey Johnny, you're kind of taking a gamble
So Johnny.
Yeah.
on top
Well,
of a gamble.
Before him, it was Popcorn with Flicks.
Yep.
Well, yeah, those yeah, that's true. I forgot about those guys too.
Maybe I'll do a
They
mystery
really
box.
they took a lot of people for a ride.
Yeah, they did. Lots.
Yeah, and the dirty thing they did too is because I think they were staying at one of them, whoever it was, they were staying at one of their parents' places, and people were showing up at their parents' place trying to collect, which I think is really dirty to do to your folks, man. If you're gonna do something
Mhm.
scammy, do it on your own. Don't throw your parents or your family involved, man. Especially when they have no clue what you're doing.
And that's not the only scam they were doing. They were selling the grails on I think their Facebook or Instagram thing.
Yep.
Hey,
And
baby eyes.
There.
and every single grail, I think they were doing waffles and stuff for them.
Yep.
Well, their friends are the ones that want them. Nobody else,
Yep.
they're
Remember, people, hit the like button. It's very similar to the like button. And now
like
she's gonna
butter.
Now she's gonna give me
Before.
crap.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. It's because I don't care, Mitch.
I like
I
butter.
don't feel
It's like that. I like turtles.
It's like those bumper stickers, like if you like cookies, honk. And then you just watch people as they're driving and people keep.
Oh, man.
But just want to. I hit it 3 times to change the color. It's pretty cool. I didn't know that. The one thing though, I really do hope is that Pop in a Box does come back. I like the idea that they shipped, even if you did like a bulk order of something, they still at least ship things out as they came in. They didn't sit there and wait until your whole order was in and then do that.
Who does
The
that?
only thing I'd like them to
But
do
that's
is
gonna be a
to
thing. Well, hold on, but that's gonna be a thing of the past, though. Like we just said, more than likely
Yeah,
they're not gonna
well,
do
yeah,
pre-orders,
if
so
they-
that's
if
not
they-
gonna happen anymore.
But
well,
who
that is true.
what company waits for the whole order? There's only a few.
It's still a pain. It's still a pain in the
Well,
backside.
okay, so
I can't even think of one offhand.
Okay, so here's a store I buy from a lot, and I do this very consistently, and it's an option. It's called Big Bad Toy Store, and they do pops, they do statues and resins and replicas, everything, pretty much anything collectible, like images, whole bunch of stuff, right? There's an option called Pile of Loot, and it's really cool. It's really cool because let's say I ordered 3 things the same day, right? But they all have different release dates. Let's say they all come out 3 months apart. You have 90 days from the day that item gets charged to you and comes in stock to get it shipped out. And let's say you get 4 or 5 items in there at one time, eventually in the 90 days that they give you, you can ship it all together in one pile instead of having reoccurring shipping charges every time something comes in. All you have to do is pay the final taxes at the end and $4 for shipping, no matter how big your order is.
And I like that. That's one of the reasons why I like Pop in a
it's
Box.
really
That's
good
why
system.
That's
Yep.
why I liked Pop in a Box, because their shipping was so
It's like
dirt
$3.
cheap, at least for my and
Well-
the only flaw they had with their old system that drove me nuts was the company that they used for shipping was a third-party company, and their tracking was less than ideal.
The thing
It
I
literally
didn't
was,
like about
go ahead.
the thing I didn't like about Pop in the Box was they never took anything off the website once it was gone and out of stock. It was always on there, and I'd have to
Oh,
go through and be
yeah.
like, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. It's like
Well,
years of pops just out of stock. It's, like,
I
it's
don't.
never coming back.
I came towards the end of Pop in a Box, started collecting, but I got a few things from them. But I had a bunch of stuff on like pre-order, and then that I never got it. And a bunch of stuff. So
No, but you got a bunch of stuff on
Like,
pre-order when
that-
they did that.
no.
whole,
I'm
like,
not. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about way before that. I'm not talking about the
I was
the
say, yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
No, at that
and all
point,
that.
they were basically shutting down.
No, I'm talking about way before that. I had stuff on
Okay.
pre-order that never got.
Yeah, me too. Like, but there's the thing. A bunch, they even their exclusives they didn't ship out. They ended up shifting it to Funko Shop and other places. Like,
I had
I
stuff
never
on
got my Spider.
I had stuff
never
that
got my
was
Spider-Man.
supposedly it said a waiting stockpile or something, and I had
Mhm.
for like over a year and a half.
Hey, you know what? The only thing that I liked about them, like aside from their shipping, was granted their pops came in single boxes, but those boxes were so thick it was easy to ship coffee crisps in them.
Yeah, they had
No, because they were
decent
the right.
boxes.
They were good sorters.
Yeah. Hey, Strange Dog. I just liked it for the fact that I could put like 10 coffee crisps in one little box, close it up, and ship it out, and they weren't going to get destroyed. That's the only reason I kept their boxes,
Nice.
or keeping receipts in.
There you go.
But,
Actually, do the same thing with my receipts.
I hope they come back. I really do. I like them as a company. They're easy to shop through. Never had any issues with them. The customer service, 50-50.
Yeah,
I always love the fact
it really depends. Their customer service was always like in the air. Like, it was weird. Sometimes you
yeah.
have a good experience. Sometimes you have a crappy experience.
Well, I remember them once saying, we'll give you a 20% credit. It's like that credit covers the shipping. It doesn't cover the pop. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what would you like? I think 50% is reasonable. I mean, technically, if I were you, Pop in a Box, I would talk to your independent shipping company and ask what the hell happened, because those boxes were triple thick. And I had a pop that literally the corner was crushed in so far that the pop was like slightly you could see stretch marks on the vinyl.
Jesus.
So either somebody ran it over, somebody sat on it, or somebody was testing a brand new hammer.
Jesus.
But I've stepped on those boxes empty, and it took a lot of it takes a lot of effort to crush one. So whatever somebody did, I'm impressed. I wasn't even angry.
Nice.
It was, but it is what it is. I mean, if they come back, great. I know there's a lot of stores have gone the way of the dodo lately, so it'll be.
Also
be
another
nice.
thing another thing about them is that canceling specific items wasn't that complicated either.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you need to
Between
cancel something,
Entertainment
like,
Earth.
Yeah, and that's pretty easy too.
Yeah, a lot of places now are charging 10 to 20%, which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if I wait over a year for your product and I don't get it and I cancel it, why should you be taking 10% of my money? You made
Right.
my bank at least pays me interest on investments.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be 10%, but I mean,
You're right.
10%. I think
Yeah.
it was like 25% from a certain person.
oh yeah. There's well, I'm saying 10% is the lowest. There are the highest I've seen is 30, lowest I've seen is 10.
Yeah, and they call it a restocking fee. I'm like, well, if you didn't get it in, there's no restocking.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I
Yep.
personally think that that's BS in my eyes, and Funko Pop companies aren't just the only ones that do it. A lot of other companies, big name companies, do it, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
No. My favorite part is when they ask you why you want to cancel, and and then the follow up, would you ever order again? My favorite answer was like, no, because you charge this ridiculous fee for just because I don't want the item anymore because it's been 6 months and it's supposed to come out like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'll never order from you again. I was just.
Then there's companies that change their names overnight just for mysterious reasons. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
GameStop's another good one with canceling as well. That's a good one. Now, speaking
I-
about canceling, I actually no, Big Bad Toaster is good for canceling too. I thought they had
I have to. Well, I don't know what it's like stateside, but here we have to email them directly with the order number to ask them to cancel. You can't just go in now anymore.
on the website. It's on the website. You can just cancel right away.
Yeah.
We can't. We have to email in because I emailed one in, and the lady responds back. She goes, "Reason for canceling?" Well, it was the Ghostbuster Pops. I said I accidentally ordered them individually, and I'd like to order them in as a group. And she's like, and then she sends me an email. It had to be self-generated. I don't think it was reasonable. I don't think a human being was thinking on this one. She's like, and your reason for canceling your other orders? Did you look at what's on my account? I have 5 individual orders for Ghostbuster Pops, and then I have 1 order of all 5 of them. Do the math. Do I want doubles? No. Do I want 5 individual shipping charges? No.
Yeah, I almost did the same thing with the Slipknot Pops through Ralphie's. I was putting them all in my cart individually, and all of a sudden at the bottom you could buy them all for $6. I was like, delete. I was like, yep, I ain't doing that.
Oh,
But
there's another.
they sent me half of them.
You just reminded me. There's a pop company here in Canada. They're based in Toronto, and they're online only. They're called popcollectibles.ca.
Mm-hmm.
I bought something from them a while back, and it went missing in the post. The guy expedited it to my house in under a day.
Oh wow!
No questions asked. And then I ordered something from them recently, and then something else came out, and I ordered it, and it was like, oh, if you put in the code combine, we'll combine both your orders and take off the delivery charge. So if you have
anybody wants a scam caller. Oh no, we can't sit. I said, anybody wants a scam call this number.
I love those calls.
Hey, best call I've had all year, telling me that if I didn't correct my social insurance number, which is like like your social security number in the States, if I don't get it corrected, I will be deported back to China.
Yeah, and I was this like, number says it's from Washington D.C. So,
oh man,
as soon as I heard that, I was like, "That's not the first time I've gotten that call." It's like, when do I get my free trip to China?
I love it when they say they're going to get the police, and I'm like, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
Or you owe XYZ dollars in taxes. You can pay us through gift cards or Bitcoin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Amazon gift card. Go to store.
And it's always this like Indian accent, but they have like the most whitest name. It's like Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Chad.
Well, I had a guy get angry when he asked me my name, and I said Peter Parker. And he's like, "You're Peter Parker?" Yeah. You're just screwing with me. Well, you're trying to screw with my bank. And he hangs up on me.
This is the Spider-Man?
I make friends of them. I make friends with them, and then it gets real dark.
You call them, you call them on every holiday?
No, one of my favorites is when they call me about my car insurance. They call me about my car insurance. How I need to be renewed.
Too. Me too.
I was like, well, it kind of sucks. I have no legs. I got one arm. And they hang up.
I'm just a very angry torso, actually.
No. They do the same thing to me, but then they wanna, they're messaging. They're like, oh, you need this, blah blah blah. It's like, well, that'd be great, but I'm blind. Then how you use your phone? And then I go to YouTube and I grab a link to how to use the accessibilities on your phone. I put it in the chat and I said, well, here, since you're too ignorant to figure this out, watch this video. And then it
Andrew,
says, you
education.
cannot, you can't, what does it say at the bottom? Oh, you can't respond to this message anymore.
Andrew,
You ever get the ones
educated,
where
this
somebody
scam
clones
was
your family member's Facebook, and they message you and it's like, let's say you have a relative named Joe Smith, and Joe Smith's like, hi, I know I haven't talked to you in a while. I need money for rent. It's really bad.
Mhm.
I had somebody do that with one of my relatives.
I've only had that happen once.
Oh, I 1 year I got about 3 of them. One was for my Aunt Lainey, who, quite frankly, I think she could easily pay her power bill. 4 others were coworkers, and so what I would do is I would make sure that they were, available on Facebook, and then I'd say, hey, I'm going to pull you into this conversation. I'd say, fake Bill meet real Bill. Hi guys, let's talk. And all of a sudden, it just got really like the person would either leave the chat or block both of us.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've been trying to sell stuff on
No,
Facebook
my favorite
Marketplace.
when I was growing up was my dad. Huh?
Quick was in the middle of talking.
I was trying to I've been trying to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So every time I get like these scammers messaging me, I always send them a link to my band page. I'm like, here, like my band, please.
They want your phone number or your email. So what I do is like, because they try to get you by saying, oh, I'll sell you first. So what I do is I was like, cool. I already have the link to my Zelle where it has none of my information. So I just sent them that. It's like, no. I need, and they just keep fighting. I was like, okay, that's all you need. And then they just leave. They leave me alone. But one of my favorite ones when I was a kid, one day I was staying at my dad's, and he got a call, like it was like 3 a.m, and he picks up, hello, and he's trying to convince him of something. It's like, how about can I have your phone number? I want to call you at 2 a.m. your time, see how you like it. It's like, sir, we can't do that. This is my job. I was like, yeah, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Fuck off. Oh, sorry.
And I have a job in the morning.
It's $50.
He's done 4. Technically, we're up to 200 at this point. Decent computer's about 1,000. So I think if we keep this up, we can probably get half of it done by the end of the night.
And possibly you could get a firehouse. I don't know if we keep going this way. It's an 8-hour stream.
No, that's an end of year goal. An actual real firehouse, like something that's been.
LBD purchased firehouse in New York. How'd you do this stickers jar?
Oh my! The fun part is paying with the swear jar. It's just like this giant. Oh god! There's a clickbait title for YouTube. I bought a firehouse.
You sound like Mr. Beast now.
Not even gonna get. I was reading an article. Apparently, he's having some issues regarding OSHA. Apparently, he doesn't like to follow safety. It's like, yeah, I could see that.
He's always having issues with one group or another. At this point, I stopped paying attention. Like, he cured the blind.
OSHA's the kind of group you don't want to have problems with, though.
Buddy, he had a problem for curing whatever, because he said he cured some blind people, which wasn't really accurate to what he really did, but still, the dude helped a bunch of people. You're giving him crap because it's a technicality.
Well,
like I'm not rah Mr. Beast here. I could give I give 2 craps about any of that, but I'm just saying, like, he gets so much crap for so much stuff, it makes no sense.
He gave a lot of crap, so he was in that thing for 7 days.
Well, I don't really watch him, so I don't know enough about him. All I know is that he's just like any other large YouTuber. They're big on the clickbait. The clickbait is what gets people. The sensationalism of something that isn't, which is fine. I mean, hey, if that's your thing and that's what you want to do, all the best to you. Are we keeping you awake there,
The
Vince?
clickbait is very rare. The clickbait, I'll be honest with you, the clickbait with him is very rare though. Like half the times, like we did, Squid Game or whatever in this giant stadium, and that's
See,
exactly
I
when you
don't
go
want.
in
I
there.
don't want Squid Game. I want Running Man.
Didn't he
Give me
just
some
kick
classic
out money?
Arnold action movie.
Oh,
The point,
Jesus.
Here we have Bill
is,
McGee. He's a convicted murderer of 50 people. We're going to put him through this maze, and if he gets to the end, he gets his freedom.
Rambo Unleashed.
point is,
Get guys like Logan Paul in there with a flamethrower. See, now that's a video I'd watch. YouTube celebrities dressed up as,
Oh man,
Come on, Andrew. You know you'd want to. You'd want that, right?
I would. I would definitely watch it.
Oh,
Arnold's
Hey,
How to Be
Vince.
a Valley Girl.
hey Vince, did you ever see Arnold Schwarzenegger's Running Man?
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Running Man.
Wait, he's probably trying to remember who Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
I know who he is. It's the
Mr.
governor.
Freeze. Oh, you do know you're going.
Okay.
He's not
You never saw
anymore.
Running Man? Well, did you ever see Running Man?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Do you remember it?
No.
Okay,
But
that's
I've seen
fair.
it.
Yeah.
I think I have it on VHS somewhere in the corner in a pile of VHS tapes in the garage.
Oh, great. No, I just apparently that was based on a Stephen King short story. Go figure.
Imagine that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I liked it. It was a good movie. I know there was one they were thinking of remaking. It's like, no, you don't need to do that.
How
It's fine.
many things has Stephen King written that's gone to film? Like so many.
Like that's been
right?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, you got Running Man, Maximum Overdrive, it's
Inner, The Shining.
The Shining,
The
The
Green
Stand,
Mile.
Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption,
Kojo.
Yeah, Cujo.
Yeah.
Cujo or whatever.
Yeah.
Was Christine? Wasn't that?
Yeah,
Stephen
Christine was a Stephen King. Needful
There's a lot.
Things.
let's be honest. When's the next
Stand
time
By
you did
Me.
it?
Yeah, I mean, a bunch, right? Like,
Silver Bullet, another one. You know, my
I really
favorite
like
actually
this.
Stephen King interview was? It was him and George R. Martin, and I forget who was interviewing them. And they were asking when Martin was going to come up with his the next book, and he's like, "Well, it's a process, I write a bit, and I stop a bit, and I get writer's block, and it's just a very, very intensive process. You know what it's like, Stephen. You run into these things," and he's like, "No, I don't." And Martin now at this point, like you could see the look on his face, like, "Oh crap, I'm putting, I'm tying my boat to him, and he's just like letting me sink." And he's like,
Yep.
"Well, your process?" He goes, "Well, I start a short story. If I hit a writer's block, I go to my filing cabinet and I find one. I go through all the short stories that I've started that I've had writer's block in the past. Find one that I know that that sparks my interest again. And I start from that one, and I keep rotating them until eventually a story comes out. It's like I got 50 or 60 stories that I've started that I haven't even finished. That I just
One line
You know
of
what that reminds
one
me
line
of?
of coke and you're back into a story.
exactly. A couple lines
That
of coke
reminds
and a
me of
long
a
night.
sorry. Go ahead, LBD.
That reminds me of a process I saw get done in a movie once. Where this kid gets taught how to write by a famous writer in the movie called Finding Forrester.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know the
I don't know if
movie.
you ever seen that film before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
See that meticulous way of writing and stuff, like basically like you get stuck, you just move on to something else and kind of.
Speaking of somebody who worked in a used bookstore, I can tell you this much about Stephen King. Once he got sober and he had his accident and healed from it, his writing kind of fell off. And also when he decided to go under a pseudonym of Richard Bachman and then tell everybody that he was writing under the pseudonym, it kind of defeated the purpose of it. It'd be like me doing another YouTube channel where all. Well, here's an example. It'd be like me doing a secondary YouTube channel where I'm like showing, I don't know, gemstones, and then I go, "Hi, this is Sean Lindsay." Why am I
Oh.
hiding myself now?
So it says Stephen King had 60 movies and 50 TV shows at least. And then
Yeah.
that's not including Children of the Corn and a whole bunch of other ones. It
Oh,
says
that's a good one.
He also cameos in a lot of his stuff. Which, for
Yep,
the
he
record,
did.
if you ever watch Stephen King acting, it's not that hard to point out his cameos. It is so wooden.
Was it? He was the shop owner in the new.
I don't know
movie.
why he reminds me of Stephen Hawking. I don't know why.
Same reason you remind us of Freddie Mercury.
I don't think they look alike.
No, but I'm saying he doesn't see it, but we do.
Yeah, very true. Oh my god.
Andrew has
don't
no
know
choice
why
but
you-
to see it. In
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Stephen
I
Hawking.
don't have a choice.
But like more vertical.
I think he was cremated, so I'd be a little. I mean, let's just a little more 3-dimensional. Let's go with that.
A little more 3-dimensional.
But yeah, I mean, Stephen King's work is good. It's just like I said, once he got,
Clean.
once he lost his muse. So I had a boss once say, some of the greatest artists in the world have to suffer in order for the work to be great.
It's like I have a pop question. You know, like when they had the Trump, the Hillary Clinton, and I don't remember who the
Bernie
other one
Sanders.
Bernie
Yeah,
Sanders.
were those exclusive anywhere, or you buy them at
they're common.
Target?
Nope.
They were just
They're
commons.
commons.
You had to storm the Capitol.
Jesus, let's not go there, guys. Okay.
Well-
You know my rules. We don't delve into politics.
So they were in abundance then.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
are they not available?
No, they're just expensive, and it's like
Yeah,
there's-
because
Are they?
here's
Yeah,
they okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can pick up
You know
Hillary
why
for like $40.
yeah,
Yes, but you know
well,
why they're
Hillary wants
expensive.
Hillary.
Okay, but Vince, you know why they're expensive, right? Because when they came out with them and they didn't
Not
sell,
just-
they didn't sell until the next election, and then they sold, and then there was a bunch of problems associated with each candidate. Didn't matter. We're not
Yep.
going to get into the dichotomy of it. Don't want to, don't care to. But my point is, there was a lot of negative press for
Controversy.
every one of them. And Funko is a company that is about selling toys and fun and children, and they didn't want to be associated with that. That's why they stopped. That's why if you notice, every president that they ever produced afterwards was long dead and on the money.
Still waiting for the John Wilkes.
So
Booth.
we're
not
not going to get them this
Also-
election.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not getting them this election.
It's why they never
No.
did a JFK.
Here's
Marilyn
the other
Monroe
thing.
back.
This is a JFK.
Here, well, hold on.
There's
Here's
JFK.
another
This is
reason
what I
why
just-
though they're so. Can you guys hear me?
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go, LBD.
It sounds like something's
No,
like
no,
boom,
I'm
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's upstairs. But I know because I wait till you guys finish and then start talking, and then you guys just keep talking over me. I'm wondering if you guys can hear me.
No, we can hear you. There's a bit of a delay, but go ahead.
Okay, if there's a
Okay, yeah.
delay, then I'll come back in. I'll come back in a second. But no, but I was gonna say to Vince was like another thing that happened with a lot of those pops and why they kind of went up was some people started making customs of them. So now you don't have that many. You don't have a lot of original pops of those. So they're a little bit more scarce. They stopped making them.
Mhm.
People started making custom, so the originality of the original ones are gone, and then other people did other unseemly things to them, like
Yes, they did. Destroy.
beat
We'll
them
just
to
say
hell.
destroy them.
Set them on fire, whatever it was. People went crazy with those things, and another reason, like Sean said, it's why they don't do them anymore, and why we only get people who are no longer here.
And
Yeah.
also, just to touch on Vince, I know there's a JFK, but you missed the joke. I said a JFK Marilyn Monroe 2-pack.
Oh.
Check your history,
Yeah.
and you'll get it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, good. At
The
least
only-
we didn't get a ride. At least we didn't get a ride moment. Whew.
You should have been a
Oh,
pop
stop.
ride with Jackie O.
Actually, someone already did that. Actually,
The only one out of those
Jeez.
three that are worth money is the Trump one. So I'm guessing they just
Yeah.
sold
Mhm.
a bunch of those. Bernie and,
But no,
and
that
Hillary
was
you
that,
can get for like 30 to $40.
but that's why they stopped making those, because there was so much
Yeah.
controversy behind each person that they didn't want to be associated with
Mhm.
it. It's think about how many Funko Pops that exist right now that are associated with people that have an unsavory history that they stopped making shortly after.
Yeah,
I can think of one.
any of them.
Yeah, I can think of at least one or two.
Corey
Off the top.
Feldman.
Mm.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go, LBD. You're actually coming in crystal clear too.
Okay, cool.
The chick from Mandalorian, what was her name?
Gina Carano.
Which one?
Yeah, they stopped making her pops.
Who cared?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
are we getting
Yep.
any more Mira tops? I mean,
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Those Cara Dune pops, I know stores that literally as soon as all that went down, they went out and bought a crap ton of them, and they can't even give those things away now.
Hey, what? Does Amber Heard have a pop?
Mira.
Who?
yeah,
Amber Heard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she had the mirror
yeah.
pop, remember?
Yeah,
Mira.
Did they take it off the market?
No, but I can tell you
No.
this much. A lot of them that were in stores like Walmart, Hot Topic, GameStop, they were
Disappeared?
instantly slapped. I remember seeing them up for like less than $3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian?
And
Canadian.
Yes.
No.
Korean.
We live in Canada, but we use other countries' forms of currency just for fun. It's great.
So that's
I
like
think it was the
Wow, that's like $1.
That's like 50
$1.99.
cents for us.
You know, I have another American friend you might want to talk to. You two would have some really interesting questions to ask me.
he's from California too, right?
Yeah. Every time you guys ask me a question where I roll my eyes, I take a drink. We'll see how far we get.
Oh man. Getting a
Funko
computer and
Illuminati found
hammered
dead in his
tonight.
apartment due to liver poisoning from excessive alcohol drinking. He was on a live stream that lasted 10 minutes.
So one of my customers, he came in today, and he comes in usually, and he has a DeLorean, and he'll stand while his dog's it's his girlfriend's dog. His girlfriend's a porn star, but he drops the dog off, and he'll be out there like cleaning the DeLorean because you don't polish it because it has that dull look. So he comes in
It's
today.
stainless steel.
Yeah, but so he comes in today and he's like, "Oh, I'm so hungover. I bought some Alanis Morissette tickets because I'm a big fan. I put my headphones on, and I looked at my watch, and it ended up being 5 a.m, and my bottle of whiskey was almost gone." Yeah, so I guess he said he was up all night listening to Alanis Morissette with his headphones, drinking his whiskey.
You should have told him to hit 1.21 gigawatts to go back to the future and rethink what he did.
Isn't that ironic? I mean, don't you think?
A little too ironic.
It's like a free
Maybe
ride
like
when you've
rain.
already paid. Pardon?
It was pretty funny though, because you look at this guy and you wouldn't think he's like a Alanis Morissette type of guy at all.
There's a
Wow.
security guard company called Star Security, and they do a lot of the security for like the Sky Dome and other concert venue places around here. They're one of the guys that used to be part of the when I used to play Magic the Gathering. He used to play in the tournaments around here, and you'd hear, there was what they called the odd duck, the one person who you either thought they were security for somebody until you realized no, they were there for the show. Like we're talking like Britney Spears stuff, and then suddenly you see a guy come in all leather and biker gear, looking like he's ready to, kick butt and chew bubble gum, and the next thing you know, Britney comes on and he's like, ah!
Exactly.
And
Like our dead zone.
yeah, that's the kind of that's the kind of stuff it's like you don't expect to see.
Well, but it's kind of where I work now. It's kind of hard to like. Nothing like that surprises me, But I know this guy for maybe 5 years now. I've seen every couple months, and we always talking cool. But you would never get Alanis Morissette out of this guy. You would never think that. It's just so weird.
Vince,
but like
the reason you can tell so easily for the most part, I think, is because you basically have been trial by fire at this point. How long have you been working there?
Right. Well, I mean, I see it all. Like I see big dudes look like bodybuilders, and they're like, "Hi," like, you know what I mean? And then their dog gets out of a little purse. But
Really, I just see them unfolding the dog and putting it together.
Like in a Rubik's cube, just
Yeah,
no, like
Pinhead pops. You've solved the puzzle. Pinhead comes out.
well, like you don't know how many dogs came to my work today with raincoats.
oh my god.
My favorite is people that walk their chihuahuas in the middle of blizzards here, and it's like, if you're wrapped up like your Chinook of the North, and you got this tiny little meatball out in the middle of a blizzard with no jacket, no boots, nothing, and you're wondering why the dog isn't doing its business, why didn't you walk out like that?
It shivers in the house already.
You got the dog on the leash like a kite.
No, but I used to see it all the time before the guy here closed up the abandoned lot. People used to walk their dogs in there all the time, thinking it was a dog park, and you'd see like a foot of snow and this dog that's like barely a foot above ground, and you'd hear them go, "Come on, do your business!" Like, why don't you roll around on the ground, do your business? Like, man,
They're not the Viet Cong. They're not the fucking big tug. Oh, there's my one.
Little dog.
Yeah.
Another one.
So we're up 250. Again, I'm not keeping any of this. This goes to Quick getting him a new computer.
Yeah.
No, Quick's going to start baiting them. Okay, so something be a lady tonight. But yeah, I will admit you do see a lot of weird crap, Vince. I'm not gonna take that away from you.
Oh, I sent you guys pictures of some of the stuff. The mild.
Oh yeah, I know. And some of the things you found lying around your property.
Good times, right? Someone had a good time.
Yeah, I would say so. I would definitely say so, man. That definitely changes the mood of the room. That is not an unfair assessment of the situation. God. Yeah, but you work in West Hollywood. Let's be honest, man. That is so low. I had to explain to somebody actually at work the other day about where you work, and they're like, "So what's he see?" I said he works in West Hollywood, and only like one person out of a group of 5 people. Like, oh, like.
But you gotta also remember, I'm not in the trashy West Hollywood. I'm in the rich West Hollywood. So it's the people that they have no jobs, but they have a lot of money, so they can do whatever they want.
No, they're the people that can buy confidence, is what I call it.
Exactly.
Because let's be honest. Let's be honest. Those same people, if they had our jobs, I do not think they would be acting the way they were. Maybe on their weekends, maybe in their own homes, but in reality, no. Because I could not see a 9-to-5 company hiring some of the people that you've told me that have walked into your work and be like, "Yeah, you can't be dressed like that," or "No, you gotta tone it down a little, please." Just for at least the 8 hours that you're here. Well, we had I told you when I was a supervisor, I had an agent that said some things that were politically charged to a client, and it was like, dude, whatever you think, whatever is in your heart, or whatever you believe in, I need you to put it in a box, put it on the table, and for 8 hours leave it there, and then when you come back, but no.
Yeah. People, they always try to talk politics with me, and I just like, I'm good. I just tell them I don't follow.
Yeah, but I know for a fact you don't.
People.
Vince, we all know for a fact you don't. I mean, your memory for retaining names, places, and things is impeccable. It's amazing. I would study it.
I just vote one color. That's it.
Oh god.
You are.
No, that should be in my opinion.
What?
We're gonna stop there. We're just gonna stop that there. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about race. I was talking about red and blue.
Again, I'm not getting there, man. Just stop. It's enough, Vince.
How about we pull up
Um,
this tracker, buddy? Let's do that. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Off to what's
Give me-
new.
I guess we got to start
Well,
another
I'm not
jar
gonna, I'm
now,
not
huh?
gonna use Mitch's go-to Dr. J, because honestly, I find Dr. J slants towards one product more than another, and I just want a generalization.
Just do Dish Tracker.
That's what I'm doing.
He's
what You are quick, buddy. I like that.
She's all right.
On the ball.
She.
When I saw a picture of Disc Tracker, I saw they blocked out their nose and eyes, but I saw a beard, man. So I mean, I'm not judging. She rocks it well. She carries it better than I could. But
Bearded lady.
Bearded lady.
well, I mean, he's in West Hollywood, so that doesn't catch me off guard. Actually, so I'm just scrolling. I think here's good. All right, share a screen. Disc Tracker. Oh. Okay, so I am so glad that Toy Temple did not get anything that I wanted.
I am so glad that I got out of that line because Jesus Christ.
Well, apparently he's going to be in
He was
March. He's
already
going to be
in
in Toronto.
Oh, wait, the voice actor?
Yeah, no, the actual real the Ahsoka actor.
No, that's not from Ahsoka. That's from the animated series.
I know, but I'm just saying if you want to get a pop autographed,
I'm sure they'll
best
come out
bet.
with a Ahsoka one. Trust me.
It'll be an NFT.
And I got this already pre-ordered. Tenjin,
Another one.
Funko Shop exclusive. Well, the place that I pre-ordered it was like $40. So, and that's it. That's in Canadian rubles. So, Godzilla
God the blooms.
or Mecha Godzilla, old school Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, that's
Looks like
old
Lost
school.
Towers.
It's an old design. It's a very old design.
Yeah, it looks like the Lost Towers.
And a mouse that gives me an inferiority complex.
Well, he is taller and stronger than you.
It's weird.
Do you know? Interesting fact. So your body can only produce so much muscle till eventually it will not grow any more muscle. And they tested this genotherapy on mice and rats where they could grow extra muscle. And if you look it up online, these mice are just ripped.
Oh yeah.
And I always wondered what would happen if they ever got out into the regular populace.
Well, we all know what Cylinder did to the turtles, so I mean,
We got a Tengen's wives.
You see
What was the dude's name in of Mice and Men?
Lenny.
Yeah, I think Lenny could take him.
Really? You know those mouse. You know the mouse traps that flip over like that fall on their neck. I just see one like lying on the ground, just bench pressing it. Use like the tension bar just to prove that it can do it.
His nose and whiskers kind of look like an airplane prop.
I think it's his mustache.
Well, the part that bothers me. Well, let me finish. The part that bothers me is that there's two of them in the series. So
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that they were going to do a 2-pack and not just this.
They probably will.
Right
It'll
now.
probably be
Do they
for a
have-
con.
Do they have names?
No, not really. It's muscle
I
mice.
don't think so.
muscle mice.
Because he doesn't even refer to them by name. He just says gives them a command and they go and do it.
I think the biker
Also
ones
have
are
both these
better.
pre-ordered. Now this was funny. I posted a picture of the GameStop exclusive one. I can't remember her name right now. And some Combo Collectible said something, and I said, watch all three be exclusives to different companies. And that's exactly what happened. As you see, Funko Shop, Chalice,
Chalice,
and the other one. The other
What's
one
the
is
one
GameStop.
holding?
The other one said Funko Shop.
This
I
one,
believe
she's
it's
holding a.
No, not her. The other one. She looks like
Oh,
her
this?
knees are weak.
No, actually, what she's holding is basically all these are filled with like little firecracker rockets,
Oh,
and when
okay.
she fought,
Mm.
and basic
Think of
with
it
blades on them. And so
an ancient shotgun.
originally it was called a whoosh. It's called a woodchuck or whooshu or something like that. But yeah, basically think of it like a fillet launcher, bunch of little tiny
Okay.
blades on
All right.
rockets.
Hmm.
We got another Target exclusive.
Yeah.
How many times can we
I
paint a
got that helmet.
stormtrooper?
Actually. I got the helmet. Hold on, I'll show you. I got the helmet right up there.
Well then,
You got the first,
Spider-Punk.
another Spider-Man.
Yeah.
it's
I
pretty
haven't even
Spider-Man.
picked that one up yet.
Yeah. Hey, so does anybody know who all these mutants are?
I know at
Mojo,
least two of them.
Roberto's Sunspot,
Yep.
Suron.
Oh, three of them actually.
Suron,
So
I remember him from the what's it, Savage Land
yeah,
in the original series. The other two, I'm
Yeah.
not really sure.
What Mojo?
he's
Who's
he's
Mojo?
actually long shot. He's actually long shot in a costume, and Spiral
Ah.
is Mojo's second in command, who can open portals.
Yeah. Mojo's like, I don't know. I just know him from like Mojo Vision or that TV.
Yeah, Mojo is
thing.
basically an alien where his whole thing is making up shows and getting people to
Yeah.
attack.
He
Oh,
he's that
hey guys,
he's that
guess
weird guy
what?
who-
I am so sorry, Mitch. How long have you
What's
been?
up, guys?
Hey,
I've been sitting back
Sorry.
here for like 20 minutes, so there you go. No, I'm just
all
kidding.
right, cool. And the
Yeah.
best Funko Con exclusive.
Oh God, Squirrel Girl.
That's not even close to the best.
Excuse me, she's taking out Thanos, Galactus, and
No.
Wolverine.
Now, is that like her first appearance comic book, or they just
No,
picked it
no,
because-
God, no. She was part of the Great like Avengers, which if you ever want like a really funny read it.
So there's
'Cause it
no
turns
like significance to the. It's just that was a good cover, I guess, of Squirrel.
it was when she got her own comic basically. And
So
this
that's
was
her
the comic
first, the first in the
Yeah.
series. All right,
Her first
Solo.
solo run.
solo series.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Another Eeyore, in case you don't have the other 50 that have been out.
I don't.
Right?
And then everyone was excited over another Fantastic Four movie.
Mm.
No.
Maybe the fifth time is the
I gotta
charm.
give it to them. That's a good way to announce it, though. I give it to them. That's good marketing.
Yeah. I just really hope that this one will be
Stick.
decent. Yeah, because I'm tired of walking out of a Fantastic Four movie going, I could have cleaned my bathroom. I could have done so much more. I mean, just as entertained.
There's your chase.
And here we enter the land of lazy chases.
Honestly, that's not that bad.
Not bad.
There's been
Yeah.
worse lazy cases. That at least something changed other than an eyebrow or night color.
True. Well, then there's this.
Or a horn. Or upside down smiley face.
What's it?
Now that I feel is lazy.
Is it just
Yeah.
metallic?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
Okay.
all it is.
that's lazy to me.
Literally.
Although it's
Yeah,
probably gonna look really
really
good in
good, though.
metallic.
Maybe. I got that ordered.
Yeah.
This I'm still waiting to drop here so I can pick it up.
I gotta say though, like Tengen and his wives, they look really good. Like the molds were really well done.
So
And
Combo Collectible made a prediction, and I think he was right. Do you think that they're going to do a 3-pack of those?
Yeah, and I feel like it's either gonna be those three or the two mice as a con exclusive either this year or next year.
Or a 5-pack where it's the 3 wives and the 2 mice underneath.
No,
What's this say? Oh, Harpy Lady.
yeah, that's
yes.
the Yu-Gi-Oh.
The one
There's
that
3
broke.
of them. There's 3 Harpy ladies, so they already
Yeah,
that's number
released
3.
one. Is it number 3?
It says
Yep.
3 on there.
Okay, yeah. I didn't even see that, but yeah.
And then more of
But
these
you know what's
tiny,
funny?
tiny pops.
I told Vince we skipped it, but I told Vince that I bet you they're gonna come out with a glow version of that pop, and that's exactly what they did during the
pop.
week.
Parks
Yeah.
and Rec.
This.
What's the other one?
Yeah, I told him that they should have made it glow, and he said they probably will, and then they did like the next day. You know.
Pretty
Was it
much.
a
Yeah.
6-inch though?
Oh,
Yeah, they're both 6
Yeah.
inches.
Okay.
and
What was the
man, these
other,
chase bundles were everywhere. Oh well, that's actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I got mine for 60 here in Canada, which would have been roughly about what that is.
Some Care Bears.
Yeah. So basically the same thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What was he got?
Yeah, Care Bear earbuds.
Oh, is that Five Below?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't see anybody else buying those.
The Embryon.
I take it everyone saw the new X-Men trailer, right?
Oh man, they did Rogue dirty as hell.
Rogue is
No,
why. Sorry, go ahead.
This is what's messed up. They did both Rogue and Jean. They gave them both what they're calling a uni boob. They kind of looks like a man's chest, but they left Storm alone.
Well, it's kind of hard to do it when you got a low cut shirt. I mean, it'd be a little awkward. I understand something. X-Men is where Quick discovered himself.
That's when I found out I like women. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A couple scenes with Rogue, and I was like,
And it was when unobtainium was born in him.
Oh man.
More NFTs. Another soda 6-pack.
oh,
I
anime
mean,
one.
they're not
You think it's gonna
bad.
sell out? Oh no, it's
No, they
which
didn't sell
anime
last.
is
At
it?
least last time I checked, they didn't sell out. But they're solid.
No.
Like not something I would get, but they look good. Like they look well done.
The glow looks good on the chases.
Yeah.
That's on the look.
I know, dude. Freaking the X-Men ones are crap, dude. The glow on them is just crappy. I'm glad
Apparently, they're not making the Velma soda.
they're not.
Nope, they've been canceling them.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment Earth canceled.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
Well, maybe because the
Because
way
the
the
show
TV
was
show went.
terrible.
Yeah, but the design isn't even based on the show.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say,
It's a
yeah.
classic.
So they're just deleting her period.
More sales. Elmo. More Elmo pops. Pickups.
Yes, on tricycle.
We already talked about the possibility of Pop in a Box coming back. Oh, what's this? I'm sure Vince will care. Look, Hello Kitty apparel is available. You can get a collar now, Vince.
Aw.
Oh, you know who you wearing that?
You know, it's funny. We're all laughing.
You don't think I could get a collar where I work? Come on.
That's what I was about to say.
That's not
I'm sure you got plenty of collars.
funny.
They're
Part
on
is
the
where he
back of the
works.
door.
The only place where he wouldn't get flack for it. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, nice collar, thanks. Like yours too." But yeah, it's
What lies behind the bedroom door?
this week was pretty good for releases. I'm surprised that some of the TargetCon stuff was actually showing up here in Canada at different stores. So that'll be nice for a change.
Yeah, I hear a bunch of people complaining about the prices of those things. Like,
Yeah, they were a little much.
I think it was like the last Ronin pop comic one. It's like $45 or something like that.
$45.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Dude, there was a guy in Niagara Falls who went over to Buffalo, picked up a bunch of them, came back over to the side and was charging anywhere between 100 to 150.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He got laughed off he got laughed out of the group. People were like,
I still don't even have the actual Funko Pop. of the last Ronin.
I don't have it, but someone got one for me. It's just I have a bag of his stuff. He has a bunch of my stuff. I haven't
bad.
actually seen it, but it's hopefully not getting flooded on.
Yeah. Hopefully not. So I go in the morning to load up 830 Funko Pops that I'm getting rid of.
Oh, nice.
Dude, you gotta take a you got to take a picture of that. Seriously, like when you have them all out and ready to go.
Well, I'm gonna have them all. They're in totes. I'm just gonna load
That's
the
what I'm
totes in the U-Haul that he's bringing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Once you have all the totes out, just take one picture of all of them
Damn.
together. Just
Oh yeah.
and then we'll overlap. We'll change the color to black and white and have that "Song in the Eyes of an Angel" playing in the background.
Believe me, there's plenty more where that came from.
We'll put a GoFundMe up with that picture.
Yeah, right.
For just 35 cents a day, you can help support Mitch.
Yeah.
Just for the price of a cup of
Your
coffee.
box is right there.
Cool.
Right there.
Whose
but
box? Mitch's,
Mine.
my box,
Mine.
Mitch,
LBD's.
Mitch and Ricky's.
Mitchin Ricky's.
I hear Ricky. He's so fine.
Well, you know, you've been in his truck with them on long road trips.
No, that was Rinaldi. That's Rinaldi's. Rinaldi's the one that drives the van. I've actually never been. And from what I hear, last time Ricky drove the van, that's why there's no gas cap on the one side. So if I have to take my chances, I'd rather stay with Rinaldi.
Jeez.
No offense, Ricky, if you see this, but I mean, I don't want to. I've never tested an airbag, and I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to. They're not fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to Funko Illuminati, where we test airbags in vans. I
Right.
don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. So did you like my messages earlier about LBD slipping up?
Yeah.
LBD, you need to fly up there because you don't pay to fly. So go up there, fly up there, walk up to his door, and throw 3 quarters at him, and tell him to go F his monetization.
Hey, you know what? To be really honest with you, I want him to do that too, because my camera records sound, so I will know when he's coming. That's either that or a small locomotive, one or the other.
Actually, we'll just have Drew do it when you come down to see him. We'll just have him throw some
There you go.
chains at you, make it hail on you.
Well, I just got to go to your left, No, too far, to your right.
We'll just tell Drew that it's changed. I'll just give him a pile of rocks.
Just give him a handful. Just take a handful of pennies and throw it at him.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
can
right.
hit
That's
people with
easier, right?
Starburst. That'll be all right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I wasn't claiming I keep the money. We're doing it to get quick a brand new computer.
Well, that's a whole nother
Fun.
thing. I would have sold like something that I won and got me a computer. But
You know, like a Xbox or something. Not mentioning.
or you can sell a firehouse to
You know what?
that guy.
Why would I sell my Xbox to get a computer just to be on here with you guys?
There you go. There you go.
Joke.
That really hurt, buddy.
I find no flaw in that logic.
Right?
Although technically having an Xbox, I do find flaws in that logic. But if it was free,
Oh god, technology that LBD doesn't agree with. That it could be its own series.
Damn iPhones.
I like
We'll put it in Rasa Vision. So what should be like a 5-minute sequelium about why he doesn't like it will be a 5-hour epic.
At least I'll probably be able to pronounce
You
it
could
names
import-
properly. I'm like,
Sorry, what was that, LBD?
Oh man.
so at least I'll probably be able to pronounce the names properly. Unlike somebody here who can't say simple short names properly.
Yeah, I'm up with that.
Are we all looking
I-
at Vince?
Mind you,
I just
here's
don't remember the name you didn't say right. So
No.
Heard-
Vince doesn't. No. Vince doesn't attempt. He just he lets it die.
Yeah,
He goes,
I don't.
Besides, we've all agreed Vince is. If we commit crimes, Vince is the guy we want. Because he
Yep.
will never rat us out. Not because he wants to, because he can't.
That'll get down
With
like
me, Vince, and any of you. I didn't see it. He can't remember.
the dream team right there.
Mitch got dementia. All right.
No.
Mitch-
I wouldn't have Mitch as a wheelman. I wouldn't have Mitch as a wheelman because honestly, I mean, any stone on the ground, we're screwed.
Hey, Fox.
What's up, Fox?
The fuck.
Do not repeat that, Sean, like you like to do.
I'm not. I'm looking at it going,
The humor.
you know, no, I'm good. I'm good. Jesus.
Because sure enough, Sean will go, hey, look here. By the way,
No.
if
You notice, I read it twice and thought, well, there is, but if there was, this would not be the place. Oh God.
Oh,
Actually, hey Fox, for the record, dude, I've been to 4 Walmarts to try to find those Cinnabon things that you wanted. At this point, I think I'm just gonna wait until I go to Toronto next week and actually try a Walmart there. Apparently, there are new products, so that you can't order them online. You have to physically go in the store because it's like you guys know how it is when a new thing comes out and it's kind of experimental. They don't make it available. They have to see if people want to buy it, and then they'll push it further. Yeah, I have had no luck. I have tried the big one up on like the main Walmart that we have here in town. Then I tried the smaller ones in the surrounding area. So,
Yeah, well, that's more here.
because I want to try them.
In some countries, man, they'll put that crap out and it's out there. You buy it or not, it's there.
Well, the problem with the Walmarts here is they're inconsistent with what they get. Like, for instance, if I want Funko Pops, I got to go to the Ritzy.
Walmart everywhere, buddy.
No,
That's
but
everywhere.
If it's
All
Funko
Walmarts,
Pops, I got to go to the Ritzy section of town. If I want like new candies that are only on the market for like a couple months, it's the one out in the East End. It's not like, each one gets a little bit.
Well, here,
Buddy, that's
like
all
I know
Walmart.
that here, yeah, it depends on what they sell the most of. If they don't sell pop at one Walmart, they don't get them because they don't sell them. So they give them to the ones who do sell them. That's how it works.
It's also like that time when I went to Windsor with Simon and all they had was Atom Smashers. Sorry, that was it. It was like 6 of them all sitting there. It's like, huh. Looking at Simon, go, which one do you want, buddy? I don't want to get in the way of your decisions.
Jesus.
Also, going into a demilitarized zone just to pick up an Ecto 1. I mean, that's probably the shadiest place I've ever been to pick up anything that I've wanted. And remember, I went to a abandoned parking lot up on the mountain to pick up Clara a Jeffrey the Giraffe in the middle of the night. And I feel, and even in the middle of the day in a major city with somebody else, I felt less safe.
Anybody else notice that he pronounced it properly? I'm just saying.
Yes, I did, because I didn't want to hear you whine.
Smart man.
I'm just saying, you hear the damn name verbally and you still get it wrong. I don't understand that. I get it if you've never heard it verbally, but Jesus Christ.
Do you ever think I just like bugging Mitch? I mean, I'm allowed to have that. That is my happiness, okay?
Mitch wasn't here.
Never.
Mitch is always here. He's in all our hearts. We carry him every day. Some people call it cholesterol, but we call it Mitch.
Yeah. That's what it is.
And that little twing that you feel, that's not the cholesterol. That's Mitch letting you know you've done wrong.
Yes. Yes.
And if you have a heart attack, that's just Mitch's way of showing his love.
Acknowledge me. Oh.
I didn't even know him in 2015. Where did my cardiac arrest come from?
Grabbing the side of the couch, going, okay, no more. Good.
Help.
Oh man. So yeah, it's so far drops were pretty decent. Funko Con, from what I hear, and Funko Target Con, I hear a lot of the stores still have a lot of the stuff, which is pretty expected. I mean,
I'll be honest.
The only thing I want now is the Hal Jordan. That's the only one I haven't been able to secure, and I might get it from Pop Culture.
They have a bunch of them around me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you know
The
me, I
only
like
one- the
I
only
like my
one that
Green
I-
Lanterns.
The only one that I liked
Yeah.
was probably the Knuckles, just because I like Knuckles. But there's so many other options for Knuckles, and I don't think they look that great. I get why you want the Hal Jordan. Obviously, that's a given. If you
But
know,
Yeah.
if
the
anybody knows you
Knuckles,
long enough.
the Knuckles was a release.
Yeah.
It's not even new. It's a release from like last year.
It's a re-release. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a re-release.
Either way,
It's not even new.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't pay enough. I didn't really pay much
Yeah.
attention to it, to be honest with you.
The new one is the 2-pack.
Yeah, the new one's too bad. With
According
Amy
to
or whatever.
according to my phone here, I guess Target lowered the prices on that last Ronin because now it's $30.
Nice.
We better hop on
Oh,
it.
if you, I thought again because I don't know the dichotomy of how Target works, but if you have their red card thing that makes you like
Yeah.
a VIP thing, does it not give you a lower price on stuff?
Yeah, and free
Sometimes.
shipping.
5%.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
And
I remember hearing something about it, but because we don't have Target here in Canada, and
Which I'm gonna be honest with you, basically here, at least here in Jersey, that basically means you
Mhm.
just don't pay the tax because it's like literally like a percent, it's like a percent off of the tax.
oh, okay,
Pretty much.
that's
Now, if you live
decent.
somewhere where you're not gonna get taxed on something like that, then cool.
Yeah, that stuff is all in stock here.
Everything it says is
All
in
of
the store.
The only thing that was out of stock here was the Princess Leia T-shirt bundle thing. That was gone out of ours.
Everything's add to cart on my Target app right here at my store. It's near me.
Okay, well, go, Mitch, go.
Going nowhere.
Yeah,
I don't want
tried.
any of that crap.
Neither did I.
But yeah, the $29.99 for the Squirrel Girl, $30 for that 2-pack WWE 2-pack. Ronin's $29.99. That other thing's $45. That whatever that thing is, that Naruto thing.
Son Goku.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm right there with you.
Turn
Like,
the
I'm right there with you. I don't give a
I like how
crap.
Mitch doesn't like us to call him old man, but then he pulls moments like that sounds so get off my lawn.
Right.
Crap, I don't care
Get
about
out of here.
It really does.
Knuckles. Yes, that rabbit. Yeah, Knuckles is still, it's still in stock.
No, Mitch, he's talking about this graphic.
Oh, Moose Knuckle. Yeah.
Moose Knuckle 5.
Yeah.
Greatest
Boy
band that never was.
Yeah, there's 4 at the closest one to me over here. It says
band.
of the Knuckles. But yeah, there's all that stuff's in stock over here.
Yeah, I haven't had a. It's funny too because if it wasn't for the fact that today is Family Day and in the States it's President's Day, and now that I have my passport and actually cheap way to get to Buffalo, I thought about it for a moment. It's like, damn, I could go over to the States, and then I went, but nothing's open, so I would literally show up and be like, oh, so this is Buffalo, cool. Turn around, head back home. Yeah, I've been itching to test out that to use my passport for something other than just for ID.
Mr. Crisper says Drew Bear is officially in the green room now. He's moved on up.
I have.
It's more the mint green room, really.
It is mint green, actually.
Yeah, it does look like the Girl Scout cookies mint.
That's right. It's gonna be covered with so much stuff. Like right beside me and all behind this is the totes.
I'm looking at your room.
me.
I'm looking at your room, and it kind of reminds me of my room when my parents lived in St. Catharines. Was up in the attic, so it had that one wall that was slanted, so you couldn't put a shelf or anything against it.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be interesting.
All moved in
now.
now.
Right now.
All moved in and situated.
Well, everything's here, yes, but put away. No,
Put away. No, yeah, I can see all the damn totes right there.
that's like 4 out of 13 or 14 in here.
I was also gonna point out. Clearly, you have never moved Quickdraw, but when you move, there's usually about a 2-month period of like trying to put everything where it needs to be, and then you do that for the first like 3 weeks, and then by
Be
the
right
4th
back.
week, you look. Huh? Oh, okay.
I'll be right
Then
back.
Okay.
see it.
I have
Then you
moved.
look.
But I was a child, so
Yeah. I remember when I moved into here, and I had 3 bins that literally sat in my kitchen for almost 2 weeks, and then I was like, because it was full of kitchen stuff, but kitchen stuff that you don't normally use, like I have an electric grill, deep fryer, and all that stuff. And I was like,
Mhm.
I really want the center of my kitchen back. So
Oh, you know what's cool? When we did move in, we found something here, a vacuum sealer, free. So I'm gonna start the vacuum sealing. Shit. I was like, wow, cool, vacuum sealer.
You know
those
what?
things are great for especially comforters, man. My vacuum has an attachment where I can do that. And so when I switch the bed sheets out from the winter to the spring to the summer, I'll throw it in, and you take this huge ass comforter, and by the time you're done, it's like fits in like a shoebox.
Well,
Well, you know,
I'm not like vacuum sealing bodies or anything. Maybe pieces of them, but not whole. It won't fit a
well, that's-
mattress.
that-
I was gonna say, then
that's
I
a
may
good
need to
punishment,
rethink
I think.
my plans in July then.
Hey, you know what, Andrew? You wouldn't need that big of a bag.
Yeah, true.
Well, kids, I think we'll wrap it up because I'm a little hungry, and I know probably Mitch has had a long, hard day at work. He's probably hungry.
I
So I'm
ate
gonna
before
wrap
I came
things.
on.
Pardon?
I ate before I came on.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Well, I'm thirsty as hell right now.
Trying something new.
No, I'm on this new allergy medication and dries me out. But at least I'm not clawing my eyeballs out when I clean, so that's good. Anyways, I digress. Let's wrap her up. I want to say thank you for everybody who took time to come out today. We will be back next week. I know Vince. Oh, well, Vince is back as well now. So I want to say thank you guys. Thank you, Mitch, for coming on. I know you had a long day of work, and I appreciate that, buddy. And we're going to see you guys all next week. Take care and goodbye.
All right.
Cool.
Later.